What is the current state of RPA? A very good question, one that's being asked often and being written about in a number of white papers and blogs. I have a couple opinions and a few perspectives, but I think first of all, for those of us that have been in this space for over a decade, I think there's a lot of excitement. Excitement that the technology is actually being embraced in organizations, that it's thought of as being a viable technology for their existing architecture, both by IT and by business. And that's not something that we saw, 5-6 years ago. So a lot of the hype around RPA has definitely been a benefit to our story that we've been speaking for many of years. If you ask some of the vendors in this space that are seeing exaggerated valuations against annual revenue, also probably some excitement on their end. But I think therein lies, the challenge of where we're at in a point in the Gartner hype cycle of a new technology. If you follow that, where we're in right now, kind of a trough of disillusionment, where the reality of what's been delivered into organizations didn't really match the hype of the technology coming in. If you think about RPA in some of the early articles, it was all about RPA, the silver bullet that's going to deliver 30-40% to your bottom line, reduce your FTEs by a third in the first year, and oh, by the way, the business is going to build all of these robots for you and it's going to be easy and quick. But if you go out and actually get the voice of the customer, like we've seen 3 different analyst groups over the last year, we've seen 3 surveys come back. HFS did a study with Capgemini. IAFS came back with a study about 6 months ago, and most recently Deloitte did a global RPA study in 2018. And what came back is very interesting in the sense that Deloitte surveyed over 400 customers. The respondents, 3% of the respondents came back and said that RPA has actually scaled in their organization. And what scale means to this survey, it says that they've deployed less than 50 bots, or I should say, what scale means in this instance is that a customer has deployed over 50 robots into production. IFS also came back with a survey that said 77% of their respondents said that they've deployed less than 10 bots. HFS came back and said their respondents have deployed, 77% have deployed less than 50 bots.